Alright, what's going on with it now? You don't know. We're back. We're back at it. We're back. We're back at it, spinning like this thing in a centerpiece. Let's get it to stop spinning there.
We're hearing these.
We're spinning back again. As he said, we're here again. This is wherever you look at me on Credibles TV, the roll up show. Even though we got it for the low, I'm like shorty low. I got the hookup, nigga. We going boom everywhere. We gonna keep this shit moving. We gonna keep growing. We gonna keep learning and understanding new ways in which how to utilize all these platforms and all their glory, all their prosperity. And that's what the fuck we doing right now. Like, straight up. Multi-streaming again. That's why I said on whatever platform you see me on, I appreciate your view. I appreciate you being here. Truly. Cause you didn't have to be here, so I appreciate you here, buddy. I appreciate you here, buddy. Cause we all just trying to grow and just figure out just how we gonna make this happen. Been away, getting more consistent on every stream. Kick, Twitch, especially those two, but also on YouTube. Y'all could catch me. I'm definitely building more and more. Is making sure that everything is as it should be. We go live on another one. Let's make sure everybody gets in the room. Giving everybody time to get in the room. I'll repeat, just giving people time to get in the room. We gonna get a little bit on our British side, our UK brethren. We gonna go ahead to man tanks and them. The UK brethren, mass up, big youth them. Doing this big thing over there across the river. But yeah, bro, here we go into the some mad thing. This guy here, story.
30-year plus sentences, way more now. They're not playing. Remtrex is in a wheelchair? Blood, that's a lie, not facts. But from what I've heard from the guys in Birmingham, like, this Remtrex is like a serious guy. Guys are calling him the most OJ rapper in the UK. It gets to a point where you will probably never have peace unless you literally leave the country and never come back. Which is actually, so some people are saying that this is the most OJ rapper in the UK. OJ meaning on job. This UK rapper got shot in his spine in a nightclub. He spent over 12 years of his
OJ on job. See, just that terminology there is something different. We ain't got like what's a OJ? Like a OJ, I'm thinking like you're talking about a OJ Simpson, like bloody murder. He's saying OJ just means he's on job. I mean he's trained to go. I get it now, bro.
his life in prison and counting. And back in 2015, he was the first rapper ever to be charged for releasing music from prison. He was charged under some 1952 Prisoners Act, and that case was the first of its kind. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most brum rappers you can possibly find, Remtrex. Okay, so back in 2015, this prison freestyle went crazy viral. There were so many news articles written about it, and the amount of attention that this brought to him is the reason why they decided to charge him with releasing a sound recording from prison.
It's a joke, but it's time to change. I'm gonna start looking broke while it's time to save.
Now, he was in HMP Birmingham where he recorded this. Now, it turns out while he was in HMP Birmingham, it was actually privately owned by G4S, which are a huge security company. But in 2019, the Conservative government put an end to that because the prison was going mad. I mean, what do you expect of
Oh shit! So it kind of seems like to me like they just got like a whole prison back to prison pipeline, like the prison industrial complex that they have there seems to be similar to what we have here in the United States, in which private and industrial companies are making big bucks off of funding these prisons, and then the government is just subsidizing this work because they don't want to do nothing, and they don't have to do or take as much liability as they were if they did handle all the prisons. All they got to do is kind of like act like they're regulating them, so everybody's getting paid because everybody's just going back and forth to jail, and like that's a wicked man thing, no. And it seems like it's the same thing there too, so it's really wild.
for-profit prison? What's the only way to make profit in a prison? You're not gonna get more funding per prisoner. The only way is to make prisoners' lives worse. I don't know if you guys have heard of Ibrahim Traore, the leader of Burkina Faso. What he's decided to do is for every month of work that a prisoner gives him, he takes 3 months off their sentence. Now, I think that is a great idea. I think that makes the most sense ever. So Thomas and Shepard, which is Remtrex, and that other guy that was in that video I showed you, showed their utter contempt for prison bosses by shooting a rap video on a banned mobile phone in 2015. In the video, Remtrex boasts of knifing rivals. Another one of his tracks that he's plugged on his Twitter has been viewed more than 2 million times. Remtrex was sentenced to 7 years for aggravated burglary, but he was slapped with
Out there in UK, they're big on burglaries and home invasions. They will burglarize your burger. These these they out there, bruh. They on some Jack the Ripper slash breaking and entering things. They may not have a lot of firearms, but they will be with the ice pick and they will kidnap you quick. You watch any type of UK like show or crime drama or just any type of fact things on like YouTube. You hear a lot of that there. Not to say like my man here doing his thing tanks. He's a good dude. He's more on the lines. He comes from the finessing era, carding era, things like that. So not him, but there is a vein of them, very vicious UK gangsters who are official roadmen, as they would say there. Now, as opposed to like, I don't know, maybe like a Central C or something like that. They have like the Digger D's, the Dig Dots, the Heady Ones, the Russ. These guys with like street ties into the streets, that are more intrinsic, just like you would look here and you would look at someone like a NBA young boy or Kodak Black.
with an extra 9-month sentence in December 2015 after The Sun exposed his video. So The Sun is still up to their old tricks, because The Sun did the same thing by claiming credit for getting KO's YouTube channel deleted, even though he's still releasing music on streaming platforms. Remtrex tweeted, "So I didn't get my parole, sad times." And the guy he was in the video with was sentenced to 4 years and 9 months for being in a shotgun-armed ambush gang that sprung drug gangster John Anslow from a prison van in 2012. What the hell, bruv? This is some top boy thing. This is mad, bro. These men are mad. Bro, the whole system's just a joke. You've got...
That's why I said some top boy thing, man. Like, boy think he do Shane and Jamie out here, dog. Sully and them, bruv.
Privately run prisons, and they're trying to preach about, oh, this stuff is unacceptable. You're a privately run prison. Shut up. The story of G4S running HMP Birmingham is one of the clearest demonstrations that prison privatization simply does not work. In April 2019, the government terminated his contract with G4S to run Birmingham prison after it was described by the chief inspector of prisons as the worst prison he had ever been to, and they admitted that they failed in running the prison. The companies that run prisons aim for a 10% profit margin. 77% of them are overcrowded. Private prisons were 47% more violent than public ones. HMP Northumberland was sold off in 2014 to Sodexo. Sodexo is a French food services and facilities management company headquartered in Paris. I want you guys to see what I'm seeing here. Paris. I knew it was bad, bro, but this is... Bro, violence at Doncaster prison run by Serco was revealed in 2014 to be 4 times higher than our other similar sized prisons. I keep telling you guys, the world's gone mad. Imagine having a profit incentive with prisoners. Countries just selling off everything, bro. So Remtrex was in what the prison officers commissioner said was the worst prison they had ever seen, and he was holding it down in that prison. The guy's mad. And this is the freestyle that he was using his Twitter to promote that went crazy. They were saying obviously it has over 2 million views. Now it's on 7.1 million views, and everybody needs to stop.
Now the UK guys, they get crazy time for their violence, crazy time for their anything to do with drug violence, definitely if it's a gun. But like, they be real kind of savage with their crimes. But you gotta think, it's a melting pot. It's different. You have a lot of people coming from the Middle East, coming from, Africa and the various regions, and also, from like Jamaica, stuff like that. So you might be there with somebody from Nigeria, some Jamaican guys. You might be there with some dudes from Iraq. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all all going in the same neighborhood, so it can be some stuff.
Fucking chatting, I gotta make some grands.
Goon Life coming out August, iTunes.
Tunes.
Put time into something real. Everybody watches everyone's business. Too much.
See Remtrex, like, from listening to his music for a while, he has that get rich mindset. But my man's just a full-time crash out, bro. Now Remtrex's criminal history is absolutely...
We got a big crash out in our team now. No, bro, no. A crash out team now. I mash up everything now. Be everywhere now. Everywhere now. I in our team now. We're everywhere. We mash up this ruggedness.
Mad. I'm showing you guys everything that I can find. But my man's been in and out of jail, on bail, whatever it is, bro, on anything you can think of. I remember taking in this song when Remtrex was fresh out on bail, as he makes clear in the title. And he's wearing his brand Rax. I believe that's his brand. He always promotes it in his songs, which shows the business mindset. He's using his rapping platform.
That's good, like he's saying now, like, always want a brand. And you can hook us up any one of these things. Heart Blessings TV, Heart Blessings Apparel, credible on all platforms, music. We everywhere. Everywhere. Dark Mirrors.
Platform to promote his clothing brand. Like, this brand Rax, like, I've never seen anyone wear it in London, but I'm sure in Birmingham there's bear man wearing this brand.
This lifestyle can get mad and put pain on you. Imagine if you stayed in school and read more.
I'm fresh. One more case.
That's next.
Now, and one thing I rate about Remtrex as well is his music videos are always just top tier. But that's the same for a lot of Birmingham men, you know what I mean? Like Triz's music videos are crazy. Like they're telling a story. Because I've always said to people, I think Birmingham is like the UK's Detroit. Because Birmingham's just a mad place, bro. Like from when you get into Birmingham, you got to now deal with these funny roads. The one thing I hate about Birmingham, I hate about driving there, is you see how they've got like a main road that goes around the whole place, like a dual carriageway? The exit and entry is so...
It's crazy. He said it's like Detroit. Like, I wonder, has he been to Detroit, or is that like just an opinion from maybe seeing dudes like Rio, and even though that's more Flint, I want to say Peasy, I Swear Vezo, you know, dudes like that, Baby Smooth, like just seeing where they're from, like what they show in their videos, or has he been in that area and seen the lifestyle?
so bad, especially during traffic, bro. You've got cars trying to come out and then you've got me trying to exit at the same time. I don't like that at all. I don't like that design out there. But I remember when I stayed out there for like a week, I figured out this one-way road that I could bust that would save like 15 minutes on my journey, bro. But I discovered it on the last day I was there. Best believe I would have bust that every single time. See, Birmingham, they're at the stage where they put the road markings out and made things long. They're not at the stage London is, where every single one of them has a camera. Like living in London, bro, you get a ticket for nothing. I get a ticket, I'm like, what is this even for?
Yo, and this is what we're about to end up becoming out here, because you see there's cameras everywhere on the poles. There's cameras and cameras. There's cameras on the lights. There's cameras on the sidewalks. You can't do shit. So just like London is probably, I believe, is the most cameras in the world, in the Western world. That's like a fact that might still be present. But there's cameras every square inch. But I know New York is very much becoming that, as well as other cities in the U.S. So, you know, with the advent of AI and being able to, I should go really look into that stuff too while we on here. Just because the advent of AI and AI technology being able to, if not be able to see your face and read it, but be able to see the outlines of your face and take your biometrics and be able to cross-reference that with the database upon a database upon a database, so it can construct who you are without actually seeing your face, which is like the wild shit. So you could have a mask on, they won't even know. Or they can take that video, not only enhance it so you can see it more clearly, but also take that video, bust it down and all around, so that they can have a clear transcript depicting whatever's going on. So you can't do shit out here, but if you are gonna do something, you gotta know how to, you know, bob and weave with technology. It's always gonna be people that know how to finesse though. Live through the cracks.
What did I actually even do? And even the council can't tell me. It's
Figure
like,
it
bruv, just
out.
pay us. But that song was dropped 3 years ago. Remtrex was fresh out on bail. He had one more case that was next now. Yo, my people, sorry for interrupting the video, but if you could leave a like on the video, it'd be very much appreciated.
Yeah, bro, leave a like on my video. I need to leave a like on whatever you're watching this on. We do reactions, we do streams, we play the game. We do dating game shows. We do reactions on your music. If you want to get your music played and get it to a bigger platform, this is on about 6 different channels right now. Currently right now, so it's seen on multiple different platforms, thousands of different just different people can see you, man. May not be a fan, but they can become a fan. So if you have a plan, lock in, you know, hit me on any one of these platforms, these chats, you know where it's at, or the socials, they're listed too.
He's doing what he
I
needs
ain't
to do
gonna-
on the
I ain't gonna
streets,
say
because
much.
guys that are as involved as him cannot just come out and do the lich thing in their same area without the same man that you were doing over coming after you. You know what I mean? Like, guys like Remtrex, bro, they will never have peace. It's unfortunate, but when you do so many messed up things, it gets to a point where you will probably never have peace unless you literally leave the country and never come back. Which is actually the decision that one of the people who was involved in the shooting of Remtrex decided to make. This guy, there were two people who were allegedly involved in the shooting of Remtrex in a nightclub in Birmingham. It's not really alleged because one of them has been
Remtrex.
convicted, but it's alleged that Ricardo Mendez was also involved. But Ricardo
Ricardo
Mendez
Mendez.
is thought to have fled the country. Police are appealing to trace a man after a shooting left a victim with a bullet in his spine. The victim in question is Remtrex. He is wanted in relation to the incident which saw Shaquille Blake fire a gun at point blank range. This is Shaquille Blake. He has been jailed for 34 years. We're here
34 years. Yo, 34 years is, yo, that's a lifetime. That's a lifetime, bro. You doing 34 years, man. Everybody that you know and what they were doing is going to be in a different place. Even if they just never did anything, they're physically going to be in a different place because they just done got old as hell in 30 years. You are going to be in a different place except for your body, because your body been in the same jail cell for the same 30 damn years. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell, bro. You sit there, bro, and you'll just, it's like, you'll sit and you'll look out the cell and you could just, if you're lucky, you have a window and you might be able to see the seasons change. But if you don't have a window or access to a window, you don't know what season it is. So it's like, you might go in that motherfucking summer and you could just be able to do a skin bed a couple 30 days, 60 days, a year, whatever. You come out, that shit is fucking freezing. It's 6 feet of snow outside. And you know it's a whole 180 change, because when you come out there, you came out there in some shorts. Now you need a Montclair. You need a Montclair for that winter air. So it's like 36 years is a long time anywhere. You can, how long it takes to be a lawyer? I think they say it takes like 8 years to be a lawyer. You could be a lawyer multiple times over. You could be like a chief justice, like a PhD level, because that's beyond your masters. That's several masters stacked up on each other. You could get your masters in several different lanes in that amount of time and still have some time to trick off and have fun. So just think about that when you want to go and rob somebody, go and try to go beef over a girl or a guy, whatever it is, in your situation, and kill somebody. It's just not worth it, bro. You could use that time. It's kids out here making 6 figures off of meme coins in they room. You feel me? It's kids out here making mods on the game, making racks, making mods on the Roblox or GTA servers. Like, you gotta change the way you think with this bread. Like, you gotta learn how to change, bro.
hearing these 30-year plus sentences way more now. They're not playing. But when guns are involved, it makes sense. But this guy's fucked, bro. Oh my God, you're done out here. You're done out here, bro. Oh, man. 34 years, bro. So Shaquille, after he shot him, he then kicked Remtrex in the face before he was ushered out of the premises and fled the area in the early hours of August 23rd, 2023. And Remtrex presented himself at the
23.
hospital with abdominal and arm injuries. But no one who witnessed the shooting called the police or emergency services. Nobody. No emergency services were called. And just as I suspected, the club where the shooting took place ended up losing its license because of this. It was revoked by the West Midlands Police on the grounds that the Prevention of Crime and Disorder licensing objective was being undermined. These lot will be able to appeal to the council. Yeah, these licenses are no joke. That's why I say to people, like, the reason why a lot of these artists aren't
That's why, yo, going to a club, going to any type of outside thing. I know you be doing it sometimes. We going it because we trying to have fun. Or you trying to go there to go get some money. I was always trying to get some money. I never really liked the club like that. I like to sometimes I go, but every time I went to the club, it was always an incident. It's always a fight. It's always a shooting. It's always some shit going down. So it's like it never was like some time or not even that like that. It was times I was going down there and I just wanted some money. I just was just on bad time and I just wanted to do something. So at any event, it was just never mostly a time where I could just go party, have fun, chill. I just like I don't know, maybe it might tweak my anxiety, maybe that social anxiety, but I just want to go there. If you in the center of the stage or you in the center of the dance floor, like you don't know who watching you. Like it's people watching you. Like yeah, that pretty girl watching you that you want to be up on, or your friends, but you don't know who watching you. Especially if you that, you know what I mean. They might be mad you dancing on that girl that they want to dance on, or they might mad you got that nice chain that's glittering in the light. You know how them club lights hit, make it shine a little bit different. Then they don't maybe like just how you got your clothes that day. So then they want to kind of try to beef over something, and then it's just nobody ain't got no time for that, bro. If I'm gonna be out here, bro, I'm gonna be out here. I'm gonna be around few of my friends, or whatever that is like fams, and we gonna go out somewhere. Or we probably just do some kickback thing where I control the tempo.
Aren't getting shows and booked is because getting a license in the UK now is near impossible. They're not giving them out and they're taking them away en masse. I just had to Google this place. I knew it was going to say something about their license being taken away, because something like this happening, bro, of course they're going to take your license away. They want all the licenses taken away. This is why they didn't call the emergency services, because if they called the emergency services, they would have had to instantly claim that something like that happened on their premises. Why weren't you searching people? Da-da-da. All falls onto them. So they were more than happy to get them man out of the place and not call the police. So what ended up happening to Remtrex? Well, Remtrex ended up in a wheelchair. As you can see with the title of this song, I Got Shot. It showed him in the hospital and that. We're going to watch it actually as well, just so you guys can know.
Remtex was in a wheelchair. I thought he was disabled. Never man got shot, still in the hospital bed. Yo, it's so sad,
Hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga.
Cameron.
I got shot up by one stupid guy. Remtrex is in a wheelchair? Blood, that's a lie, not facts. Said he won't walk again. Well, look at me on my feet. Eye for that. Suck your mum if you're not down with her. And all the comments.
Yo, it's not even worth doing all that. I know, like, you just catching, like, a play, making this a play, but, like, screw that play, bro. I'd rather be able to walk. I mean, that song ain't hard enough for me to be like, yeah, it was an even exchange. It was nowhere near even. It was so odd, it could never be even, that exchange. Like, I'd rather walk. What you talking about?
So the song was saying, bro, the guy that shot him is crying right now. The guy that shot him is crying right now, bro. Because, bro,
He's standing up.
bro, having beef with someone like Remtrex would just seem like terrifying, bro. You're never gonna know peace. This guy's not gonna stop. He don't care if he's in jail. He don't care. Guy's kind of institutionalized. He don't care. You shot me, I'm not gonna stop until you are in the ground. So this might be one of the rare cases where prison has actually helped Remtrex. Hear me out. Now, if we go onto his YouTube channel, we can see I've listened to all his songs. After I Got Shot, he dropped Diddy Party, which is a cold song. He dropped Under the Floorboards, was crazy stash years. He dropped It's a Rap, which was a daily duppy where he mentioned like every single rapper in the country. It was very cold. Then he dropped this crazy song, which I just laughed at, bro. But every video Remtrex does is like a movie. Like, he has some sort of creative talent, because there's no way a cameraman's coming up with all these concepts for you. It's definitely you telling him what you want, the angles that you want. Like, artists who have these crazy videos that do a great way of telling the story of the song. It's when the artist is able to...
When people are real cinematic with their views and they have a very clear mindset how they're doing it. They might not know how to execute it, but they have a clear set. They just need to the essentials to facilitate the vision, I'll be rocking with that too.
To use their creative
Facts.
mind to make the video portray how they want the song to make you feel as much as they can. So if that makes sense, having a music video that has nothing to do with the song and makes people feel differently about the song can be detrimental for the song. Unless you're going for a meme song, innit? But if you're going for a serious song with a message, you want to portray how you're
How serious are you in it? No more memes.
feeling, how you want the song to make people feel when they listen to it. The music video can amplify that. Sometimes it can change how people listen to a song completely. Sometimes it can amplify how you want them to hear the song as an artist. So music videos are very important. And I tell people when they're shooting music videos, they're like, because my boy was shooting a music video for the first time. He's finally getting into the music thing. And then man are like, oh, leave it to the cameraman, leave it to the cameraman. I told these man, from experience, do not leave it to anybody. Exactly how you
I
want
agree
it,
with
make
that.
sure you tell them that. Because these cameramen do not have the same vision that you have. They're going to execute what their vision is. You need to explain to
You gotta do things the way you want. Just like how you said, only you know exactly what you see in your mind's eye. Make it happen.
them as best as you can, your vision. So when you get that first draft back, it's not like he has to completely re-edit the video. He's going to be on track. Anyway, track. Top feds are loving that. Look at this, bro. They got the bouncing freaking 80s whip in Birmingham, bro. Birmingham's just not a real place. And then this song was great, Bad Problems. This song's a whole movie. Like, this song's an entire movie. Like, bro, these music videos are just movies. They're movies, bro. And this is the last music video we got from Remtrex. Probably one of my favorite Remtrex songs that I listen to here and there. And as I was saying about the music video, this music video just amplifies the song, in my opinion. It does it justice. Chris Tuckers. Like, you see
Chris Tuckers. See, the way they like their rhyme stuff is way different, bro.
these four angels in the background. Like, that is like 10%, more like 20% of the reason I don't mind watching the video when I'm listening to the song. Rich Porters. Rich Porter. Thick fucker. All the guys on D landing. The G-Wagon. That is the last music video we've had from Remtrex in going on to 7 months now. So what happened to Remtrex this time, and why do I think that this prison sentence might have saved his life? Well, we're on the West Midlands Police official website. In July 2024, Remtrex was found guilty following a trial at Birmingham Crown Court and was jailed for 6.5 years on the 18th of July 2024. There's the mugshot of the man, Remtrex. Not his first rodeo. Compare how he looks in the video to how he looks here, man. Remtrex was convicted after half a kilo of cocaine and over £14,000 of cash was recovered. Yeah, they just want this guy back.
Yeah, he's cooked. I don't care what country you in. You cooked. You get caught with that much work, you done, man. You's a done turkey, man.
Back in jail, bro. There's half a kilo and 14 grand of cash. That's less than 100 grand total. Depends. I don't know. I ain't know, you know what I mean? This ain't my lane. Class A ain't my lane. But that is definitely not over 100 grand. I feel like they just wanted him back in jail for any reason they could find, you know? And how did this save Remtrex's life? Well, this guy was gonna get revenge on the guys that shot him. Like, he was gonna get revenge. There's no if, but, maybe. It's just about when. This guy ain't gonna rest till these man something's happened to these men. But the guy that did it just got birded off in prison. And the person who's meant to be his co-defendant is missing. They don't know where he is. He's disappeared. He's seen what KO's getting. He's seen what his guys just got sentenced to.
That revenge wasn't worth it, bro. It wasn't worth it at all, bro. It'd be better off. I know you might not be able to walk, but you can still think, talk, you could probably still fuck, shag, as y'all say, because you had a lot of nice things in the video, but I'd rather be free than all that clout and whatever coming off of this.
He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to stay in bloody Cuba, wherever he is, bro. Wherever he is, bro, stay there. Because Remtrex is probably home next year. And yeah, it's just all mad. It's just all mad. So I think this sentence has stopped Remtrex from maybe doing something more serious where we wouldn't be seeing him again for another 20 plus years. He's home in a couple years. When he gets out, he's still got time. He can still change his life around, you know? Is he going to change? Do I think he can change his life around? I don't think so. I think my man's just too
At least he
involved, too
kept it
long.
real.
This stuff is in
He's
his
like,
blood,
yeah,
you
he
know what I
ain't
mean?
changing.
Like, the only way he can literally get out of this life is if he gets a whole blood transfusion of all of his blood and just gets it out of his veins. But from what I've heard from the guys in Birmingham, like, this Remchex is like a serious guy. Guys are calling him the most OJ rapper in the UK, the most about it rapper. Maybe not the most OJ rapper, but the rapper who lives what he raps about the most. I don't know. What do you guys think of Remchex? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Rapper. The rapper. We are what? Some more but a rapper. Let this play for a little bit. Let this play for a little bit on a rapper.
So that you can get more revenue.
What is she? Wrestler, businesswoman, musician? That is an interesting combination. I can't believe nobody thought to do this sooner. Oh my God.
The world's largest music streaming service, Spotify, paid out $9 billion last year to music rights holders. Let's say each grain of rice represents 70 grand. The number of plays an artist's tracks receive proportionally determines how much they and their record label will receive from the royalty pool. So if my music accounted for 1% of streams on a platform, I'd get around 1% of the money in the pool. Now, anyone can upload music to a streaming service and try and generate royalties. There's around 100 million songs just in Spotify's library alone.
And you know what it is? With the sites that you use to distribute, such as DistroKid, Ditto, there's loads of apps, yeah? They have systems in place to make sure you're not uploading somebody else's song or, you know, doing anything dodgy. But it's very easy to get around. Like, you could very easily upload an unreleased version of a rapper's song that got leaked, and it will be up there and the revenue will be paid to you. Unless the artist clocks it, contacts the streaming platforms, lets them know, and then the platforms will pay them instead. Because it takes 3 months for the first payment to even come through for most platforms, except for YouTube. You can try and get ahead of it quick, and YouTube has a better copyright system. But on Spotify, a couple people have re-uploaded my songs. It's coming up on my page and I've had to deal with it, bro. And it's long to deal with, I'll be real.
Though some artists complain these royalty models are complex, opaque, and underpays them for their work. But how can people game the system? Well, Mike Smith has been accused of using artificial intelligence to generate hundreds of thousands of songs and then use bots. These are computer programs that can perform tasks repeatedly and automatically to listen to these songs billions of times, generating royalties for himself. Doing this, the FBI claims Mike made more than $10 million in royalties across a variety of streaming platforms.
So imagine that. My man's got billions of streams and he's been paid 10 mil. That just shows you how poorly it pays.
That's money that should have gone to honest artists, producers, and record labels, but instead was allegedly diverted to Mike's fraudulent scheme. But how was Mike Smith's alleged scheme discovered? Well, I've been speaking to somebody who thinks he might know the answer.
When I saw his mugshot, it was like my screensaver for like 2 months.
This is Jonathan Hay, a music publicist who's worked with some impressive names over the years.
Whitney Houston, Rihanna, Nappy Roots, Twista, Kanye West's label, Eminem's label.
Now, Jonathan started working with Mike from around 2012 onwards. He said that Mike had ambitions of becoming an artist and producer himself. So how did that relationship go?
We started hanging out a lot. He wanted us to be producers, Smith and Hay.
We started hanging out a lot. They wanted us to be producers, Smith and Hay.
Mike suggested that we pay rappers, so he spent, a couple $100,000 on getting us rap features. And everything with him was like 100%, legit. And that's where we started developing the TV show One Shot.
One Shot is coming. Ready for your one shot? Each week, MCs move on. One will go home with $100K and a record deal.
But eventually, in 2018,
so they let these fraudsters get a show on BET. Oh my God.
Jonathan sensed something sinister might be at play. Jazz singles that would chart one week as #1 would suddenly disappear the next.
Some of the jazz people that I've known were like, that doesn't happen like that. It just went from 1 to 0. I'm like, Mike, what's going on?
And do you know why that's suspicious? Yes, because for a song to go to #1 and come straight off the charts, like, it's very suspicious. Because for a song to go #1 and come off the charts, there has to be a huge drop in consumption. When if you've got this song that's come out, that's got #1 quickly, that's hot, that song just dropping off in terms of streaming numbers doesn't make any sense, because more people should be playing it, more people are going to be talking about it, more people are going to be using the sound on TikTok. And I'm sure for a lot of people, if you like a song, you're going to tell your friend about it, or you're going to play it around your friend, you know, you might send it to them. So that's another way to clock if artists are buying streams, you know, it's kind of obvious. For an album, it's not that suspicious, but for a single, it's very suspicious.
He was like, I don't know, we lost like our radio. He always had
And I'm seeing a lot of UK rappers now, they're buying views and likes, bro. I'm clocking it, but. And I made a video about it, even though a lot of men are doing it because it's a part of the game, you know what I mean? And you need to, it's a facade anyway, you need to sell that facade, so I hear it. But people are starting to clock onto it anyway, to be honest. And the ways to clock it are kind of getting harder, because they're now buying likes on top of views. One way to clock this is if you check the song a couple hours after it's come out and then it's got like 100,000 views in like 2-3 hours, even though the song's not going viral on TikTok or Twitter or anything, and the Spotify streams don't make sense. And another way is the comments as well. It's quite easy to tell when someone's getting bot comments. It's even got to a point where guys will buy likes for comments and then they'll have bots respond to comments to make it look real. But you can check the age of YouTube accounts now to see if it's been created 6 hours ago, which you see a lot of the time. I think nowadays people respect a song more if it's got like 8,000 views, because they found this song that's cold, that's underdiscovered, that not many people are aware of. They want to be the first ones to show their guys, tell their friends, like they want to be part of something big. They want to be one of the early ones for this artist that they think is going to blow because this song's so cold and underrated. I think people respect that nowadays a lot more than inflated numbers that are very obviously fake.
Excuse. And then he did this Christian song, right, that's called Beautiful Day, and we were getting streams in like Vietnam and Pakistan, and it's like, okay, what? So then I talked to Mike about it. Mike was like, oh, it's just beta from Spotify. Then all of a sudden, all of our music started coming down. And I would get messages from TuneCore. Your music is taken down because of streaming fraud. Then DistroKid shut us down. Streaming fraud. Lander shut us down. Streaming fraud.
Jonathan's shown me emails where he unsuccessfully tried to argue his case with the distribution companies, which are services that help artists get music uploaded onto streaming sites. He told me that at this point, he got the authorities involved.
So I met with the FBI agent in Louisville, Kentucky. He was like, yeah, this is definitely something that we would be interested in. That's when Mike and I broke it off.
It's been alleged that Mike's scheme ended up being much larger than what Jonathan suspected. In an email obtained by the FBI from February 2024, Mike is alleged to have boasted his activity generated $12 million in royalties since 2019. The world's largest music streaming service, Spotify, paid out $9 billion last year to music rights holders.
Coming. Ready for your one shot?
Hold up now. Do y'all really believe, dude? And would y'all really do that? I think like an easy ass hustle off of Spotify. What you gotta do? Just loop your song a bunch? But then I think there's got to be an easier way to make money than doing that. Seems kind of convoluted doing all that. A lot of steps for, you got to do millions, billions to get millions.
Each week, MCs move on. One will go home with $100K and a record deal.
But eventually, in 2018,
so they let these fraudsters get a show on BET. Oh my God.
Jonathan sensed something sinister might be at play. Jazz singles that would chart one week as #1 would suddenly disappear the next.
Some of the jazz people that I've known were like, that doesn't happen like that. It just went from 1 to 0. I'm like, Mike, what's going on?
And do you know why that's suspicious? Yes, because for a song to...
And that chubby white dude, I've seen him on a bunch of different shows, YouTube little podcast things. Well, it had to do with Puff, Rihanna, like all this weird, like, why is he in so much like messiness?
To go to #1 and come straight off the charts, like, it's very suspicious. Because for a song to go #1 and come off the charts, there has to be a huge drop in consumption. When if you've got this song that's come out, that's got #1 quickly, that's hot, that song just dropping off in terms of streaming numbers doesn't make any sense, because more people should be playing it, more people are going to be talking about it, more people are going to be using the sound on TikTok. And I'm sure for a lot of people, if you like a song, you're going to tell your friend about it, or you're going to play it around your friend, you know, you might send it to them. So that's another way to clock if artists are buying streams, you know, it's kind of obvious. For an album, it's not that suspicious, but for a single, it's very suspicious.
He was like, I don't know, we lost like our radio. He always had
And I'm seeing a lot of UK rappers now, they're buying views and likes, bro. I'm clocking it, but. And I made a video about it, even though a lot of men are doing it, because it's a part of the game, you know what I mean? And you need to, it's a facade anyway, you need to sell that facade, so I hear it. But people are starting to clock onto it anyway, to be honest. And the ways to clock it are kind of getting harder, because they're now buying likes on top of views. One way to clock this is if you check the song a couple hours after it's come out, and then it's got like 100,000 views in like 2-3 hours, even though the song's not going viral on TikTok or Twitter or anything, and the Spotify streams don't make sense. And another way is the comments as well. It's quite easy to tell when someone's getting bot comments. It's even got to a point where guys will buy likes for comments, and then they'll have bots respond to comments to make it look real. But you can check the age of YouTube accounts now to see if it's been created 6 hours ago, which you see a lot of the time. I think nowadays people respect a song more if it's got like 8,000 views, because they've found this song that's cold, that's underdiscovered, that not many people are aware of. They want to be the first ones to show their guys, tell their friends, like they want to be part of something big. They want to be one of the early ones for this artist that they think is gonna blow because this song's so cold and underrated. I think people respect that.
People like when a view count is kind of low and actually looks organic, or they look for when something is still synthetic looking, like 6ix9ine type of views. Like now, he used to come out, he'd have like 10 million in an hour. Or do you want to see somebody have a cumulative growth? That whole, like, I don't want to say Kendrick Lamar, because he had a huge growth with the whole series of Drake where his songs are growing, but just something more organic and less processed in general.
Nowadays, a lot more than inflated numbers that are very obviously fake.
Excuse. And then he did this Christian song, right? That's called Beautiful Day. And we were getting streams in like Vietnam and Pakistan, and it's like, okay, what? So then I talked to Mike about it. Mike was like, oh, it's just beta from Spotify. Then all of a sudden, all of our music started coming down, and I would get messages from TuneCore. Your music is taken down because of streaming fraud. Then DistroKid shut us down, streaming fraud. Lander shut us down, streaming fraud.
Jonathan's shown me emails where he unsuccessfully tried to argue his case with the distribution companies, which are services that help artists get music uploaded onto streaming sites. He told me that at this point, he got the authorities involved.
So I met with the FBI agent in Louisville, Kentucky. He was like, yeah, this is definitely something that we would be interested in. That's when Mike and I broke it off.
It's been alleged that Mike's scheme ended up being much larger than what Jonathan suspected. In an email obtained by the FBI from February 2024, Mike is alleged to have boasted his activity generated $12 million in royalties since 2019. I wanted to speak to Mike Smith to hear his side of the story, but he didn't respond to my request for an interview.
Why is that
He's
surprising?
Not without supporters, though. Some people online are calling him, saying that what he did was good because streaming services take advantage of artists. And I've tracked down someone who used to work with Mike, who has similar opinions on the case.
Mike Smith is a decent, good guy.
This is Goldilocks, a businesswoman, professional wrestler, and music artist. Both her and Mike work together on occasion in the music industry, and she has a very different view of working with Mike compared to Jonathan.
Literally, I said, God, I wish there was a way.
She looked crazy as hell. She looked like all three of them motherfucking things in one.
That I could do something to help my colleague, because I feel really sick.
Hey guys, if you could leave a like on the video, it would be very much appreciated. It costs nothing, it takes no time, and it boosts me in the algorithm and shows me that you're content. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. What is she? Wrestler, businesswoman, musician. That is an interesting combination. Oh, Goldilocks, I want to go to Afghanistan. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's do it. That'll be cool. Yeah. Hey, Goldilocks, you know I was going to drive to Ukraine from Poland, but my mum begged me on the phone not to. Like, you trying to come with me? I'm trying to actually do that. Yeah. That sounds awesome, dude. Yeah. I can't believe nobody thought to do this sooner. Oh my God. I'm just chatting a whole bunch of shit.
And literally the next day you were in my DMs. I'm not saying that Mike Smith is Jesus Christ.
Let's pop a
I'm
perk
just
over
saying
that.
throughout the world and throughout history, it appears as a human race, there's always somebody that's being used as an example. My feed is flooded with, this is how you trick Spotify into spinning your song more so that you can get more revenue.
Using bots, do you think it should be illegal? Or
No,
do you
it
think,
shouldn't be illegal.
Do you think that is fraud?
No. What are you gonna? It's here. It's already here. It's not going anywhere. You might as well figure out a way to use it for your benefit.
Yeah.
And you know what? Apparently Mike Smith did. So let's just come down on him because everybody's already using it anyway.
Some musicians are criticizing him because, you know, that's $10 million that may have been able to go to other artists, like spread out. And I was just wondering what you would kind of say to that.
Yes. If he did something wrong, if it's robbing people, robbing me of what, Beth? I don't get anything anyway. Get anything anyway. That's just it.
Hey.
You have to be just getting ridiculous amounts of anything to see anything.
And it's true, even if you're getting like 100,000 streams a month, you're barely seeing any of that. Trust me, you're barely seeing it.
That's all I hear, bro, when she talking. That's all I hear coming out her mouth.
Anything. And with music being a lot more disposable these days, I do wonder why artists now don't just make shorter songs and just drop hella, like just drop all the time, drop like 4 mixtapes of 20 songs a year, just get as many streams as possible. I don't understand the bougie thing, especially when artists in the UK ain't ready to take me in, man. They ain't ready to take me in. I can't drop. Nigga, just drop some music, bro. Nobody knows you. Nobody's waiting for your music. You ain't got to do this inconspicuous act, my brother. Just drop some music. If you're any good, something might stick. And once something sticks, jump onto that. Maybe make songs similar to that. I'm just listening to what I'm saying. This sounds just so demoralizing. It sounds like AI already, you know? Doesn't sound like there's any joy. Doesn't sound like there's any time to actually enjoy the music that you're making and find the passion in it. It's just, okay, let me make sure the song has this, that. Let me drop it. Let me promote it. Let me do this to make sure Spotify boosts me. Let me make the 100th TikTok today to try and get it viral. In exchange for artists getting more freedom from record labels, now there's just way more burden on the artist now. And it's not even about making good music anymore. It's just, okay, it's just, does the music that you make get streams on Spotify? Now you'd think that the more plays your song has on Spotify, all these streaming platforms and YouTube, the better it is. But in my opinion, there's no correlation between quality of music and number of streams. You could literally go and make the worst song you can think of, and if it catches some motion on social media and for some reason people are taking a liking to it, and if for some reason people decide to stream it on Spotify, then labels will be interested in you. It's so strange.
Goldie are unhappy with how little they're paid for streams. But that doesn't change the fact that Mike Smith stands accused of orchestrating a multi-million-dollar fraud and stealing from the royalty pool his fellow artists receive payments from. So how big of a problem is streaming fraud?
I would call the Mike Smith case kindergarten fraud.
This is Andrew Beatty, CEO of BeatDap, a startup that aims to detect fraud on streaming platforms.
A lot of the professional scammers, they don't want to chart. They don't want to be a famous artist. What they want to do is load millions of songs onto different streaming services.
Babylon right
and
there.
then
That
slowly
guy right
play
there.
each song. So no one notices the song that only has 1,000 plays. No one.
That's this guy right here. This chubby white, or he looks kind of pink because of the hue of the light that he was under. He is the D's. He is Babylon. Why are you trying to tell our people trying to make money? If anything, they're just defrauding a system that is fraud to begin with. We just trying to make a little couple of dollars, and so we could get us, so we could spend. You feel me? I want to spend. I want my dollars to spend generationally like you guys are. And you're trying to circumvent that, sir, and I don't appreciate that. Everybody finds some sort of way in which they can take the system and make it malleable to their own designs, and you're trying to stifle that. Shame on you.
Who cares about that song? But if you have enough of those songs generating 1,000 plays, you can make a lot of money. I do not believe the DOJ and the FBI have any illusions that $10 million is like the top of the food chain. I think what the Mike Smith case does is allow them to find someone who they have full jurisdictional control over in the United States to set the precedent they need to go after these more sophisticated,
Definitely.
You look like you just want to go and tail on somebody.
Mike?
Yeah, I think that guy got it spot on. If you're getting songs to the charts and that, there's way more eyes on you. If you have millions of songs out there and you get them to 50,000 streams slowly but steady over all these songs, all these audios, then you can clean up nicely, bro.
Has been charged with wire fraud conspiracy, and money laundering conspiracy.
Oh.
These are all federal crimes which each carry a maximum sentence of 20 years behind bars. He's pled not guilty to all charges. We contact.
Bro, if I was you, I'll just leave the country, bro. You got 10 M's, just cut out the country,
Bro,
bro. It's not like you killed somebody, bro. If you just went in hiding in Dubai or something, you'd be fine.
Contacted his lawyers about the accusations in this piece.
It's all something that they can just pull out of thin air to create.
The indictment is an accusation, and he has not pled guilty to any of the charges. Much of the conduct the indictment alleges, as many articles have reported, has been widespread in the music industry for years. Yet, this alleged conduct has never been criminally prosecuted under these statutes before.
Bro, the labels do this themselves.
This is a unique case, and Mr. Smith looks forward to addressing these novel charges in court.
You guys want to know something? Do you know Spotify Discovery? A lot of you guys might know it, but back in the day, in 2020, before I did a deal, they were bragging about access to this tool called Spotify Discovery that is now available to everybody, but back then, only certain labels had access to it. And they put my songs in Spotify Discovery, and it was like a cheat code, bro. It was crazy. Like, my streams...
Spotify Discovery. Spotify just seems like they just want to rob. I'm cool with Apple Music and Audio Mac and SoundCloud and YouTube. Of course, we love YouTube. But Spotify they just sound like they rob you all the way around the board.
Ended up like quadrupling in a couple of months. It was mad. The only issue with Spotify Discovery, I think they only pay you 60% of the money per stream instead. Because Spotify Discovery pushes your songs in Spotify's algorithm. So if somebody's listened to a song, the song's finished, they haven't got another song queued up, but they're listening in the genre that's the same genre as yours, it increases the chances of your song being played next.
If he is convicted, how could this case impact the music industry? We contacted Spotify. They're one of the streaming services Mike is alleged to have used to commit streaming fraud. This is what they told us.
Spotify invests heavily in automated and manual reviews to prevent, detect, and mitigate the impact of artificial streaming on our platform.
They claimed only a small proportion of the royalties paid to Smith came from them. And we can't be sure which platforms Mike Smith may have focused on. But Jonathan is feeling positive about how the case may make waves in the music business.
I think it's wonderful. It levels the playing field. We're learning about it. We finally have some rules for the first time in music history.
Yeah, I promise you guys, man, like, you see a song on Spotify with like how many million streams and that, the artist is not getting paid nearly as much as you think they are. YouTube views are a lot better, and YouTube pays more when a video is over 8 minutes because you can put more ads in between, and you can't really put ads in between a music video because that would ruin the experience of listening to a song on YouTube. Unless you buy YouTube Premium, of course, which is what they might be trying to force everybody to do, who knows. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching the video today. Leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
A wire around you.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy because only person that had a wire around me. I check people for wires in my house. Right, it's one thing about me. So when you come around me, we check it for wires. We put you in water. But it was kind of crazy because the feds, they invented a new wire and they kind of like had it in their. I saw my mama. It was like but it was like going around like through his chest and it came out through his heart. So you couldn't see it. So I stripped him butt naked and everything, and I couldn't see it. I just told him to spread cheeks. That's the only thing I remember. His name was Heavy Sheep. He from St. Louis. Heavy G. Yeah, Fat Finesse. Y'all can look him up. He would wire on me. That's what I'm on. But I saw him, a lot of people think that's cap. That ain't cap. I see how you looking. That's not cap. I ain't got a lot of nothing in there.
St. Louis.
Right? I don't come here to play. I don't gotta lie about that. He had a wire swung out my mama.
Heavy G. You know about Heavy G and the whippy. The whippy. He gonna tell you about the whippy.
Right? But I don't know what happened. But we quit talking when his mama started making the whippy and she was doing it in the tub. I mean, that what got kind of like made me mad, right? Just thinking about it makes me want.
Nigga starts twitching.
Okay.
He's shaking, bro.
I ain't playing.
Don't be killing me with that shaking and twitching.
What?
Shit,
Did it do what? I get locked up. Nah.
Over him wearing a wire?
Nah, I didn't get locked up. I lost $2 million. He did it in a lawsuit. Yeah, I lost $2 million. It was a lawsuit. Yeah, he lost me $2 million snitching. So, but I can't talk about that because the case still open. I'm countersuing right now.
He's getting paper to have lost $2 million. You gotta have money to lose.
We was selling the whippy in St. Louis, and whippy is a good drink in St. Louis. You heard about it?
You gotta have money to lose.
We put it in like a medicine bottle, cause like everybody in St. Louis do lean. That a lot of people don't know. So we made a drink and we called it whippy, cause like in St. Louis, whip is called like whippy is in St. Louis. It's like NyQuil and Sprite. It's called high speed juice and it's also called whippy. You put like a NyQuil, and you mix it up in a bottle and you put it in the thing. So we came up with a drink called whippy. But the problem is Heavy G Mama was making it in a tub and people got sick and died off of it. And then we got a lawsuit. And he kind of like said that I was the one making it in the tub. And he came over and kind of like got that on tape. He tricked me to say I was the one doing it in the tub. But his mom was the one that was making it in the tub. Look it up right now. Look up on the internet, everybody think I'm cap. Look up Heavy G Mama making whippy in the tub.
All right, let me see.
Someone.
Whippy in the tub. Whippy?
Making what in the tub?
Whippy. Whippy in the tub. It's whippy. 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 Made whippy in the tub.
Whippy.
Yeah. You don't see it. If you don't see it, then your internet probably blocked from it, because you always in LA and everybody gay out there. I don't know.
I'm not seeing that exact, but I'm seeing whipped cream bath challenge.
Come on, you don't see no whipped cream bath challenge. Stop playing on me. You see the whippy. You give me all your challenge out to embarrass me. Stop playing on me. You see it, Capone. Listen, next topic. Don't talk about that. I don't gotta come on this motherfucking lie game. I got sued. I lost $2 million over the whippy gang. It's on the internet. Everybody know. He had a wild his ass gang. I ain't gotta lie.
Okay.
I ain't gotta lie about no man with a wild thing. What I supposed to do? Check.
Here's something.
You telling me check? That's what you told me to do? Check. All right. It's cool. Well, next question, gang. I don't know. I don't like doing this shit.
Okay, I mean, I see an Instagram post about it.
Yeah, there you go. Now we cool. Now we can talk again. You see the Instagram post. Make it in the tub. I told you, I lost $2 million for that. All right? And she, a lot of people don't know. That's Heavy she. That's what I'm on. And it's she lost me $2 million, make it in the tub, the whippy, and he wore wire, the new wire. But they can't never take it out, so it's still in there. So a lot of people don't know. Yeah, he a walking rat. That's what I want.
I kind of went viral recently, man. I interviewed Jim Jones.
He finna smack out you. I saw that mama. He finna smack out you. I thought mama.
I'm not gonna sit here and do a discography, my brother. It's a little bit too much for me. And you ain't paid enough for that.
Yo, Jim
so
Jones.
You got some other questions you want to ask?
I don't know how he
erase all this shit. And
I don't know how he Cam Capone through the motherfucker. Yeah, because they out of the same room. Cam Capone don't do no interviews in the same room and shit. He do that Sean Cotton shit where your ass be across the country. He send the cameraman in the Skype. You on Skype or FaceTime and do the joint. But how you get punked through the camera, Cam Capone? You my boy, so you should have said, man, I'm gonna send that outside you, bones.
Okay, I mean,
I understand what's going on and the plight of everything that's going on, and people want to know the history, but this ain't the way that you're not going to be able to get the whole Jim Jones or Jomo story for that. What you did, I thought this was some regular questions. Seemed like you're trying to get everything up to every point, and that's not going to happen right now. So if you want to ask some questions, I'm cool with that, but you definitely can't ask me all these questions you're asking, my brother. So if you got some shit you want to ask, you better ask and get it off your chest, but I ain't going through this with you because you don't have enough money for that. No disrespect.
But listen, Jim Jones, he been tough a long time. I was talking about, he been trying to prove he tough since that song, Ballin'. But if you so tough, why you hang around Cameron, then? I mean, I don't know. These YNs, they get back serious, right? I mean, he ain't taking get back too serious, right? He around all his old ops acting like they friends. Stop playing with me and his hair all gray. He don't look gangster. He like a grandpa. Stop playing with me. Let's talk about Grandpa Jim Jones then. I can't believe you was scared of him. I swear to God, mama. And if whatever you paid him, he ain't worth no more than $500. What you mean he ain't worth enough? When last time you seen him on the internet? Who the give a about Jim Jones? Stop playing with me. You sitting there interviewed him in the first place. What did y'all even talk about? What the interview do? How many, what they put up? 500, 200 views, 300?
I mean, last time I checked, we were at 1.2 million views.
How many of them you buy? Are they all real? That's you, though. You hot.
They're all real. I don't buy views.
I know you don't, but you hot, though. They didn't come for him. Don't nobody give a about Jim Jones. You probably ask for good questions. You do good interviews. It wasn't Jim Jones. That's what I'm Jim Jones, like, he just like B-League famous. He like famous and like could run around and get a couple interviews for 500. Right? So I don't want to talk about Jim Jones. I don't want to talk about that. All right? Everybody in New York love me. Everybody in New York know about me. They know me more than they know about Jim Jones now. That's what I'm That YNs don't know shit about Jim Jones game. They don't watch Love and Hip Hop and all that shit he was on. That shit, they watch the internet. They watch me. So I don't want to be talking about old Jim Jones. If I were you, I would smack the shit out of him and then didn't pay him. Told you he'd send you the money back and send him the footage. You know, I would say it, send me the money back and still post the footage.
Nigga said they watch me. They watch the internet. They watch me. That nigga stupid as hell. He said they watch me. Me. It's about me. He sound evil as hell, like a cartoon evil character.
I swear to God, mama. That's what I would do. Yeah, send me the money back. It's over. And then post it. What he was gonna do? Old ass niggas, stop playing on me. Tough ass. Hate tough ass niggas like that. Jim Jones.
I seen in the comments a lot of people thought I should have sent the money back.
Man, look, Jim Jones, talk about Cameron running around that car. Come on, gang. You run around the car like that, gang, all in the hood. You ain't see that? Look that up on the internet. Yeah, Cameron a bitch.
Look it up.
Yeah, he's running around the car talking about like, come on, what I do, son? Like, nah, come on over here. He like, nah, son, what I do? You know what you did. Stop playing on me, you a bitch.
On the neck.
You gotta whoop your ass every time
on
you see
the
me.
neck.
Stop playing on me. Talk about that. Jim Jones a bitch, right? That's all, mama. He's got an old man complex and Cameron got chased around the car. Talk about that, gang. That's all, mama. I can't make this shit up. Yeah, look it up. He got chased around the car, gang. He was screaming and hollering like a girl. Stop playing with the Cameron then. Hold on, mama. I used to like the Dipset. Well, I don't like the Dipset no more because
like
you got
girl.
old and you still trying to be from the Dipset.
Like a girl. Oh, my mama, like a girl. Like a girl.
Stop playing with me. I don't respect nobody like that. You've been in the industry 20 years and ain't brought not one person in it. Stop playing with me. I mean, ain't you had enough dick? Everybody else in the hood wants some. They won't get rich too. Stop, I'm not saying they want no dick, but I'm saying they want some money. So all them. They too rich. They've been in the game. Well, they ain't rich, but they've been in the game too long. They ain't brought nobody else in to get. They want to keep all the dick to themselves. I don't know. I don't like people like that. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, Cameron got chased around the car. Yeah, he's still a bitch. It's still the same. Except he ain't got no pink no more. But he's still a bitch. Get chased around the car.
I am looking at this video, and it does look like he's being chased around a car.
Yeah, he get chased around the car. What is he? Yeah, he's
chased around the car.
He get chased around the car. All right. And the crazy part about it is,
getting chased behind a car. I ain't goofy as hell. He just be saying some shit. He be like, yo, I ain't gonna ever meet these motherfuckers. If you do, I'm gonna have my pistol on you, son. I think I say he's still a bitch though. He's chased behind the car.
Around the car like that, and then act gangster the next second on the internet. Stop playing on me. See, one thing about the YNs, if they got done like that, the other person that like that have been dead, and then it's good. So if he would have caught him a hat, then he can get chased around the car. But if you ain't gonna catch no hat, you can't get chased around the car. That's what I got, mama. He ain't from St. Louis. That's what yeah. I give you the news, Capone. Yeah. I'm half Illuminati and half street gang. I know everything.
What do you think about Cameron and Jim Jones's beef?
Cameron and who beef?
Jim Jones.
They got beef? How they got beef and they were just together on the internet? I just saw them on the internet. I just saw them because Cameron
I don't think you've seen them together on the internet.
Listen,
it's been a while.
No. I saw them on the internet. Look on the internet. If they weren't together on the internet, then they were together in real life. and they're gonna be together soon. Because like, I'll be in the spirit. I'll be back and forth. There are a lot of people don't know. But if they got beef, it's fake, right? Because somebody should have been dead a long time ago, right? Because they had beef for a long time. They've been beefing when I was young, and I'm old as shit, and I'm young as shit at the same time. So they've been beefing for a long time. So I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about all these old ass gang. Stop playing on me. They're gonna be broke anyway. Their kids gonna be broke. Everybody gonna die broke. Stop playing on me. It's one thing you don't know. All rappers gonna die broke, gang. They get to enjoy it while they here. I mean,
nigga say everybody gonna die broke. He right though. At the end of the day, that shit, man, it ain't about nothing, man. It ain't about nothing. Talking about all that nonsense. Niggas old as hell want to be gang members, and you got other dudes, they want to be sportscasters and change their life. So everything you want to do is what you want to do, man. It's what you put your mind to. And what you manifest is what you think. So with that, we're going to link back up on here a little later, but we're going to dub it, you dig? Right, Chestnut.